Now, 8 a.m. starts us off with the small business spotlight. And, we've had a bunch of great people come through the studio at time, but I'm excited right now. I am so excited. This is probably going to be one of my all-time favorite interviews here for the year. I'm putting it out there already. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you have known them throughout the years. I've just been recently turned on to them, and so I brought them into the studio for us to have a great conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Club Step in Purple Palace Podcast Studios, the one and only, the Black Foodies.
What's going on,
Hey.
brother Lamont?
Man, it is a pleasure to have you guys here.
Thanks for the
Thank
invite.
you.
Now, introduce yourselves.
I'm Coretta, Miss Coretta of the Black Foodie.
Dean of the Black Foodies, and we are a husband and wife team. We've been married 30 years,
Yeah.
and we showcase Black-owned restaurants all over the country.
Mhm.
But we're based here in Chicagoland with a heavy emphasis on what's going on in the Chi.
Okay. Now,
We're traveling in Miami.
It was in Miami.
We were looking for Black-owned restaurants,
Mhm.
and we could not find too many. Well, actually, just one. It was a Haitian restaurant, but we were like, gosh, we need to find these Black-owned restaurants and tell people about them. So that's how we all started. That's how
excellent.
the Black Foodie started. Yes.
Excellent. So, okay, here's the question that a lot of people have been dying to know, and myself included. You guys have done this for a number of years, different places.
All right.
How do you stay so fit? Because I know
Exercise.
if I ate all that, I'd be very big.
It's about tasting. It's not about gluttony. It's about showcasing these restaurants and still keeping our health.
Mhm.
So it's a balance, but throughout the week, we eat a pretty clean diet.
Mhm.
Right.
So on the weekend, we can splurge and have a good time with these restaurateurs and let you guys know what's happening on the restaurant scene in Chicago.
Definitely. So,
Yeah.
are you guys? Is there a certain geographical location in Chicago, or do you go everywhere in Chicago and the suburbs?
You know what? Wherever African American and other ethnic restaurants are, and we seek them out sometimes, and sometimes we get emails, people saying you should go check them out. Sometimes they contact us.
Right.
You got something to eat, we'll travel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is okay. I had a plethora of questions to ask you
Oh,
guys.
sure.
What's one of? Well, no, I don't want to point anybody out, so you guys get mad. But what's one of the most special places interesting places that you've ate at?
Recently it was Bronzeville Winery. We really enjoyed our experience there. And they have this little wine flight. They pair it with different dishes, which makes it really special. And the food was really good. Food was
Fine dining
excellent.
on the south side of Chicago, right on
Yeah.
Cottage Grove, and the food was excellent.
Mhm.
Excellent service. It was just top flight.
Okay. So, and okay, now for those that don't know, and this is a total awesome thing that I think you guys do is
Mhm.
part of being a married couple.
Mhm.
You're rated. You rated on the different kisses.
Mhm.
How did that come into play?
You know what? I've been kissing this woman since she's been 14 years old. I just told on you,
I know, right?
my dear. Yeah, I'll kiss that 14. Talking to my mother-in-law.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So we decided to rank our restaurants off of kisses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 being the best.
Mhm.
So we showcase restaurants, and also at the same time we showcase Black love as well.
Yes, you do. Now, Dean, one of the things I gotta say, I don't know. This is just my opinion of it, but you seem to be the one that's more stringent on the reviews.
Mhm.
So I mean, because I've seen you guys, and it's like, okay, looks like they're going for 5, and he goes, nope, nope. They get 4. Here you go. That's it. So it's great what you guys do. And do you hear like any type of feedback from you guys from different places, or when you do this?
You know what? There's nothing more satisfying than, particularly when a brand new restaurant that just hit the scene gets back with us and say we are overwhelmed with business,
Yes.
and they say we're busy, but we're grateful for being busy because they just started up because 90 to 95% of new restaurants fail after 5 years.
Yeah.
So to be able to give them an influx of customers to come in and get them started, like we tell them, we can get them there, you
Right.
keep them there.
That's
Right,
right.
right, right.
That's right.
Okay, so let me ask you now. Everybody, I know there's a bunch of different restaurateurs out there now that's listening and be like, okay, I need to get them. How can they get to you guys?
Direct messaging through Instagram. They could go to our website, put an inquiry there. That's www.theblackfoodies.com. Yeah, just direct message us either Facebook, Instagram,
TikTok.
yep, TikTok.
Okay. Now, what's next for you guys?
Oh wow,
You know what?
great.
What's next is I'm going to see where the universe takes us,
Mm.
but ultimately, within the next 5 years, I would love to have a platform to whereas we're on have a national stage
Hmm.
and we have a television show where we're showcasing black-owned restaurants all over the country because we do it anyway.
Okay.
Right.
And to be able to have that stage on either OWN, BET, or whatever platform would have us Food Network, we think it would be a great opportunity for us to let people know what's going on in the black culinary scene worldwide.
Yeah, mix it with a little black love.
There you go.
Definitely, definitely. So, when you guys do this, the Black Foodie tours that you guys do,
Hmm.
and does it like, are you saying like, okay, today we're gonna go cheesesteak, or next week we're gonna go soul food, or is it just, I mean, what's the rhyme and reason for you guys to?
It depends on the cuisine that the restaurant has to offer. Like
Hmm.
today, after we leave you, we go into a new restaurant on the outside called Passion Teas,
Hmm.
and they have soul food. They have great sandwiches. Well, we hope they're great sandwiches.
Right,
Because
We'll
we
right.
ain't
We'll
find
going
out.
out
see.
there. Yeah, we'll
Hmm.
to be determined.
Okay, okay. Have there been any bad reviews?
You know what? Yeah, we won't name any names,
Hmm.
but most of those we won't put the dish out. I mean, if a dish is not good, we just won't feature it. We won't, you know,
Hmm.
show it. So that's pretty much how we do it because we're not here to hurt a restaurant, hurt a business.
But
Right.
Yeah.
surprisingly, I would have to say, out of all of the restaurants that we've done over these 6 years, there's only a handful that were really bad. Just
Yeah.
a
Okay.
handful. I can count them on one hand,
Yeah.
which tells us that the chefs in the black community and the restaurateurs in the black community have really stepped their game up
Hmm.
because there's just too many options.
Right.
You
Hmm.
know, if somebody wants to spend their hard-earned money on a good evening out or a great lunch, they know it's almost like the internet. You'll grab somebody's attention because you're just a click away from just being lost and gone.
Right,
Right.
right. So, do you get do people like when they see you in the street, it's like, hey, uh, I need to go such and such.
We do.
We
Yeah.
do. We get
Yeah.
people that ask our opinion all the time,
Hmm.
just out and about.
Like, what's next? Where y'all going next?
Yeah, because I was going to tell you, I'm going to put it out here on the web now, and everybody know. Because I was like, okay, I was sitting here thinking like, okay, I'm going to ask them offline. Where's a good place for a date, dinner date?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Because I get in trouble a lot because I don't know where to take nobody. So yeah,
Oh.
so that's one of the questions that we'll probably be asking offline. So
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But the Black Foodies,
Mm,
love you guys.
love
And
you.
now with your broadcast, because I noticed one thing I love about it is it's quick, it's it's right to the point, and it hits all the. It's not a long, dragged out thing.
Hmm.
I'm sure you've probably heard this before. You guys have been, because in my conversations we've been talking about. Uh, Friends and I have compared you to a TV show that used to be on Channel 9, Chicago's Best, or something
Yes,
like
sir.
that.
Mm.
So, how do you guys, when you script the plans for this? Now, this is for my entrepreneurs out there that want their own shows and things like that. So, when you're scripting these type of things, how do you go through? I mean, like, because we've seen you like all through the things you've gone through, and almost cooking some stuff.
Hmm.
So
Yes,
we see you
sir.
back, and that's
Right.
is that something that you guys plan, or do you just
Well, in the new age of media, what I found from what we do, that today's media and digital consumers have a shorter attention span.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
you have to condense what you do into sometimes a 30-second or 1 minute and 30-second format many times
Hmm.
to get across what you want about the food. So in other instances, we'll have an elongated version.
Mhm.
We
Right.
have a full showcase, and we also do reels for a restaurant. So
Yeah.
it's a balancing act. In the longer version, you get to see more of our personality and see how we interact and how we get down.
Okay.
So
So you do longer versions.
Oh yeah,
yes,
and that's
Okay.
how we started. We started with our YouTube videos, and they're what 13, 14 minutes long with a
Okay.
lot of them. And then we have a segment called Flavor Destinations
Hmm.
that when we travel, we will get like maybe three, four restaurants and showcase those all in one video and also showcase the city that we're in. So you'll get like a taste and tour of that particular city.
Oh, okay. And that's
That's on our
available on
YouTube,
YouTube.
and we have a few clips on our other platforms too.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
but definitely YouTube. Don't snooze on our YouTube channel.
Now, how can they get to the YouTube channel?
The Black
Black.
Foodies. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
the
Excellent.
Black Foodies,
Right.
the Black Foodies.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. We are proper. We're not like duh. It's cool. It's a pleasure having you guys here.
Oh, thank you.
Now, when you are looking at that, do you? Because I know it's you guys. Do you think of conversations of like whole families, like what was that place? Old like buffet places. Do you guys do that, or like something that you would think like a family reunion? Oh, this is a great place to take the family to, or
Hmm.
something like that.
One thing that's been said of us, and I've seen it many times online, they'll be like, you go from fine dining to the depths of the hood.
Right.
You will go anywhere to showcase a black owned restaurant. And that's really what it's all about.
Okay.
Because ultimately, what we're trying to do is help solidify the economic infrastructure of our community, because we have to learn to spend money with ourselves. Because in yesteryear, there was a time we didn't trust each other when it came to business.
Right.
That's
Right.
just keeping it real.
Mhm.
And I'm so proud of what the young people are doing today. They've decided, hey, we're going to support our own. So we're a small cog in a big unit
Mhm.
that's trying to keep the infrastructure tight. And not that we're excluding anybody, but you got to take care of home first.
Definitely, definitely,
That's right.
definitely. So, well, we won't take up too much of your time, guys. Here, we appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank
Uh,
you.
you always got an open invitation to come back to Club Steppin' and the Small Business Spotlight, and always hit us up on what some of the new food is
Yes,
going
sir.
on.
Oh,
We should try.
yes.
I am a huge hamburger fan, so
Mhm.
when you guys do that, I'll definitely be watching for the hamburger places.
Oh yeah, we got our top five list too
Oh,
on
really?
Instagram. Yeah, top five
Top
burgers,
5 burgers,
top five chicken places,
top
all of
5
that.
soul food restaurants that
Hmm.
we've been to. So,
Yeah.
we have a plethora of things to let people know where to go get something to eat.
All right, so you guys, if you see me next like couple weeks and I'm like 300 pounds, I was kicking it with Coretta and Dina.
Blame it on
Oh,
the Black Food.
that's
Yes.
right.
We thank you for hanging out with us. And like I said, blessings. And we are so excited about you guys. Please keep us in the loop. It's always an open invitation here on Club Steppin'.
Yes, sir. And lastly,
Thank
sir,
you.
I want to ask everybody in your listening audience, follow us on Instagram at The Black Foodies. Also on our TikTok at The Black Foodies One. Follow us on Facebook, The Black Foodies. And just go on that journey with us,
Right.
learning about what's going on the black culinary scene nationwide, but specifically here in the Windy City area.
You know what? Before we get out of here, I just
Yes.
Oh,
had a
sure.
whole nother question to ask because you just brought up a great idea. You know how you guys, when you think of expansion, like you said, you travel.
Hmm.
Do you like specifically go to certain cities? Like I think Detroit is what Coney dogs or something, and
Detroit style pizza,
Detroit.
the square pizza, yeah.
oh, okay. So you do highlight those different cities. And
Mm.
Absolutely.
have you had a Philly cheesesteak yet from Philly? Or
Actually, what we did, we compared, we had a taste test,
Mhm.
the Philly cheesesteak versus the Chicago Italian beef.
Ooh,
And it was a place called Tony Luke's in Philadelphia. We tasted their cheesesteak, and they went up against Al's beef.
oh,
So you know who won. That
Hmm.
Italian beef just smacked that Philly cheesesteak around.
wow. There you go. All right. So now when all my Philly people, y'all, let's battle. It's cool.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
And that's the great thing about it. Like I always tell everybody, we can always agree to disagree, but the conversation is what's important. So,
Absolutely. Because food is a bridge that brings people together. It should never divide people.
definitely. Well, it's sitting and breaking meals with somebody is always a great thing.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
always.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you guys here. I'm excited. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you for
And
having us.
It is truly, truly a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, the Black Foodies, Coretta and Dino Dean, right here on clubstepping.com. This has been the Small Business Spotlight. Tune us in tomorrow to see who else is coming to the Purple Palace Podcast Studio. All right. More music coming up right here on clubstepping.com, your station for music, memories, and more.